I know, yeah. I'm talking on the subject of keeping fish like bean things that cichlids that do well with high like oxygen content in the water than a lot of other fish will manage with. That's why I meant to mention that on the last video was just to say that it's worth investing in one of these little kits here. You might be quite surprised as it goes on how low the oxygen is on some tanks because quite a few of them I thought where I've got sponge filters powered by air, do you know what I mean, that the tanks would be a lot better than they were. None of them were terrible, but I've added some more movement to the water now, definitely anyway on them tanks. But the beeline that I knew was going to be alright because I got a wave maker in there on the surface. But yeah, invest in one of them, £15, and you get about 50 tests out of it. So it's definitely worth doing. But another thing as well, if you're keeping fish that require higher water temperatures, like discus and things like that, or things like media luna, is obviously, as most people know, but I suppose some won't, the higher the temperature, the less oxygen there is in the water. So at times like now, it's like, you know what I mean? Well, it's June now, isn't it? So we're in what's counted as summer in the UK, and as you can see, my beanite tank is sitting at 27, and the parents one sits at 28 normally, due to the fact it's got a couple of canister filters on it and the pumps that add heat to the water. But yeah, I've had to divide them, otherwise I've just, you know what I mean, it becomes too much for these two. But yeah, I've got enough fry from them growing out anyway. I don't need any more for them. It's actually Cubans that I keep getting people asking for, and RTMs. Of all the ones I've got, most people don't know what Amphilophus flaviolus are. So it seems, you know what I mean, a shame. You know what I mean. If you turn around and advertise them as Midas cichlids, people will be much more willing to buy them. I mean, I don't want to mislabel fish, even though it is really a Midas cichlid anyway. It's just another form of it. I don't know if it's due to catch location or whether it. I suppose it is. Must be a separate species, but I got told it's part of the. Well, from what I researched, it was part of the Midas complex. But yeah, most people have never heard of Flaviolus, so yeah, if you had them down as say like Bard Midas or whatever, you'd have much more people interested in them, which is a shame because he's much harder to come by, much more rare fish than like the Midas or Citronellus. But yeah, I thought I was going to keep some of these. I don't know if I'm going to now. I really don't, because there's other things I want to be breeding. I mean, these are, you know what I mean, the fry from fish that I've bred. So I don't know if I really want to grow out another generation. And for what? I don't, you know what I mean? I've got no interest in them breeding their fry with each other. So yeah, I think on to something else now. I think the Gramodies will make short work of the runts out of these. I would have had to have culled some of them anyway, but yeah, shame. That's the thing when you get species that, you know what I mean. Although they might be hard to get hold of or hard to breed, or I'm not. No, these ain't really hard. Well, do you know what? It's not they were hard to breed. It was hard to get the pair to bond until they were chucked in an 8 foot with a load of other cichlids. Then they bonded, but until that they didn't breed for a year and a half, and then one day that was it. Then they never stopped after that, as always. But yeah, other than lion's eye, I would still keep lion's eye. But other than that, there's no other Amphilophus that interests me at all, to be honest. Just because of the fact that there's no real difference in like the spawning and the behaviour pattern. You know what I mean? Like most of the things to do with them, it's not really that much. I'm not saying that they're You know what I mean? The easiest fish in the world to manage, but they really are one, in my opinion, one of the easiest fish to keep. The only problem normally is either a person has a tank that's too small or they put it in with tank mates. But if you kept any Amphilophus on its own in a tank, not really much can go wrong unless you've got the wrong equipment. Or your tank's not cycled or something like that. But other than that, I mean, they'll live in literally pretty much any sort of conditions.